feeling good. Obviously, it's been a few games since I've come back after injury, and getting that time in the middle was really important. So the Asia Cup and going to Zimbabwe and getting a couple of innings was really important and really crucial for me. And yeah, I'm feeling good. Looking forward to the challenge against the Australian team, and it'll be fun to play back at home. It's been a while for me, so I'm looking forward to it. It's obviously something that every player works towards. No one's perfect. No one in that dressing room is perfect. Everyone's working towards something. Everyone has a certain role to do. Obviously, strike rates are taken on an overall basis. You never see when that batsman has played at a certain strike rate, whether it was important for him to play at 200 strike rate or whether the team could have still won playing at 100, 120 strike rate. So these are things that not everybody analyzes. So when you look at it, it looks low. Yes, it is something that I am working at. Obviously, the roles that have been defined to each player in the last 10-12 months have been very clear, and the player understands what is expected out of him, and everyone's working towards it. And I've obviously, like I said, I'm just working towards how I can better myself as an opening batter and see how I can have the most impact for my team whenever I go out to play in the middle. Look, again, it really depends on what kind of combination we want to go with. It will always depend on firstly the surface that we're going to play at, secondly the teams that we're playing against, and yeah, these are decisions that are not easy. Obviously, both of them are like really high quality players, and they have been playing really well. Both of them, to me, do different roles. So for us as a team, and for the captain and for the coach, obviously, and the leadership group, is to see what we're expecting, what role we need players for, and whoever fits that role will play in the 11. And everyone that is traveling with the team, everyone in the team, everyone, like I said, has defined roles and responsibilities, and on that given day or for that particular game, what we think the Indian team needs is what the decision will be based on. जी देखिए, हर स्किल में हम लोग का परफॉर्मेंस आई फील वाज ओनली about 80-85%. We've still not been very good in terms of batting, or excellent in terms of our bowling, or excellent in terms of our fielding. There are a few things that we need to fix, and जैसे मैं देखता हूँ, you can only win a game, or you can only win big tournaments if all these three things are done well, and everybody comes together, and that is when a team wins a championship. Individually कोई बड़ा टूर्नामेंट नहीं जिता पाएगा. So obviously जो एशिया कप में हुआ, लास्ट ईयर वर्ल्ड कप में हुआ, we've made mistakes. We've made different mistakes also, I can say, in the Asia Cup and in the World Cup that we played last season. So there are learnings for us as individuals and as a team. So which I think which is very clear to everyone watching the game. For us as guys representing our country, we know what mistakes we've made, and we try to learn from it. And it's been a journey for us since the last World Cup to what we're going to face in the next couple of months. So we obviously have spoken about it. We have all these things in our mind, जो strategies है, tactics है, या as players individual जो हमारे plans है, हमारे areas है जहाँ पे improve करना है. We've tried to do all of that in these 8 to 10 months, and we still have a few more games before the World Cup starts. So these are opportunities सबके लिए जहाँ we can try our best, we can learn and see how we can get better individually, and how best we can do for our team and for our country, which will help us win the tournament. नहीं, इसलिए मैं उन्होंने जब क्वेश्चन पूछा कि क्रिटिसिज्म हो रहा है, तो दैट्स व्हाई आई आस्क्ड क्या है, कौन सी चीज़ के बारे में. क्रिटिसिज्म तो बहुत चीज़ों के बारे में होता रहता है, बट लाइक यू सेड, द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग फॉर द प्लेयर in that dressing room is what his captain, what his coach, and what his teammates think of him, and only we know what role is expected out of each person, and everyone is trying to give their best, and not every time will a player succeed. And that is the kind of environment we have created, where players are not afraid to fail, or players are not afraid to make mistakes. अगर mistakes हो भी जाता है, it is not because, you know, this is what we do. We work the hardest for this, right? Criticism हर कोई करता है, but we criticize ourselves more than any of you do, because for us this is what we've dreamt of doing. We are representing our country, we want to win games, we want to win the World Cup. All of that is in our mind, and when we don't do well, it hurts us the most. So for us it is about what goes on in that group, in our team, which is most important. And like you said, we've had a leader, we've had a coach, we've had support staff that are encouraging, that are appreciating players, not just when they do well, but also when they're going through a tough time, which is what a player wants to see, which is what any individual in any field will want to see, is a little bit of support and a little bit of care when someone is down or someone's not had a great game. So that is what I've got, that is what everyone in the team gets, and that is exactly where we want to be as a team, and that is exactly where we are. So that is something we'll try to build on, and individuals will make mistakes and learn from it when the environment is such where you do get the support and freedom to go out there and be yourselves and express yourself fully. नहीं, जैसे मैंने थोड़ी देर पहले कहा, it will all depend on what surface we play, what opposition we play, and जो team का strategy होगा, we'll go with that, and everyone is here to do the job. जो भी टीम एक इंडिविजुअल से एक्सपेक्ट करता है, वो सबको करने के लिए you have to be ready, and that is what as players we train for and we work hard for. My body is feeling good. Obviously it's not been that's one part of my journey in cricket that's not been too kind, but you have to take it as it comes. I've had a few injuries along the way, which has made me value playing cricket a lot more and getting that opportunity to represent your country a lot more, and I'm very grateful every time I cross that rope when I'm fit. So having played a couple of series now after injury, I'm starting to build that confidence in my body, and in obviously coming back from injury. If you ask any player, the toughest thing is to control your own mind and to tell your own self that your body is fine, and you won't feel pain when you dive or when you run or when you sprint. So that only comes when you play a few games and you get that confidence. That box is ticked, and I'm feeling good. When it comes to batting, I think obviously it's T20 cricket, and the more you're playing, the more the game has evolved. You realize that batting first or batting second or any stage of the game you bat, you have to be aggressive, you have to be in a mindset where you are looking to hit boundaries. So it's the same thing with me when I go to open the batting. Obviously if you're batting first, you do want to give yourself 3 or 4 balls to understand how the pitch is behaving, and then try and see how you can put the bowlers under pressure, how you can use the power play and utilize the power play, get your team off to a good start. And these are the things that run in your mind, and you speak to your partner, whoever you're batting with, and you help each other out, and you have discussions saying, okay, this is what he thinks of the pitch, this is what I think of the pitch, what are the shots you can play, what are the areas you can target. These are some things that you speak to each other, and you come up with a plan, and you give it your best after that.